stars above you, baby. Hug me, baby. I'ma make you love me, baby. Talking crazy ain't gonna get you nothing but and that jealousy is only gonna leave you broke. So the only thing left now is God for these cats. You're too hard for these cats.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. We're already getting the feel for this new NBA season. Taking it all in with me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. For the Cavaliers, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. And in this next one, two intelligent, grizzled rosters going toe-to-toe. Shaq,
Not
with
grizzly
sound effects
roster.
like that, and two veteran
Grizzled.
teams like this that know the lay of the land. What do you expect to see tonight?
Well, patience, working for the shots that you really want. Two teams that tend to value each possession. That's a grizzly sound, Ernie.
It's
Oh,
grizzled.
grizzly
not-
sound.
You said grizzly.
He said grizzled.
Oh,
Because of a couple
grizzled.
of grizzled rosters.
Okay, grizzled cheese sandwich. Okay, I got
Grizzled cheese, yeah.
it. Got it. Sorry about that.
Okay.
For grizzled.
But you got to have good fundamentals, Ernie. That's really big. And experience in crunch time. Guys who've been in a position before, they relax. They take great shots. They don't get nervous. That's what I always like.
Yeah, me too. Hey, I got a quick joke for you guys.
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. You know why Snoop carries an umbrella?
Why?
For drizzle. Here's Kevin Harlan.
For drizzle.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now a presentation of the award ceremony. LeBron James! LeBron James. Troy Daniels. Derrick Rose. Kevin Love. Kevin Love. LeBron James. Let's hear it for the NBA champions.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. They'll play this one here in Cleveland before the Cavaliers head back on the road. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number? Well, there's also that East versus West thing. Each team leading their respective conference. This is a clash of the big dogs, and one that could have ramifications down the road.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Skilled tandem of Leonard and Aldridge at the 3 and the 4. Murray out there with Seth Curry, and it's Withy in at the 5, roaming the paint. And both these teams very aggressive. Looking at early offense. Transition defense, I think, would be critical. What do you think?
Up-tempo basketball, Kevin. Up-tempo basketball. Right now, the pace. How do you control the pace? You got to control the boards. You got to be aggressive on the defensive end because this game can get out of hand if you don't get back on defense.
So it's the Spurs now after the Cavaliers pick up 3. Count that one.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Now here's James. He had 25 points in the win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
And the Spurs with possession here. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Tough night. I mean, they attacked on both ends, and unfortunately for them, they just got called for a lot of fouls.
No question. The officials were active, trying to keep control of the game that affected the substitution pattern. He lives for these type of battles with the boards. It doesn't matter which end of the floor it is either.
To the wing on the left. Love kicks to Baldwin, and he goes in for the dunk.
Love moves the ball so well, especially when he spots an open man.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Curry with it. Last time out, he had 13 points. Aldridge misses.
No reason he couldn't have taken more time and finished that one off. Disappointing miss for sure.
Outside Rose. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Murray, the pass to Withy. Over Love. And the shot falls short this time. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Love with the screen on Aldridge. Baldwin kicks to Love. Feeds it to Murray. Pass to Withy. Here's Leonard. From the high post, he drills it. Leonard's got his second basket.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot.
Watch out. Watch out. And James simply one of the best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he throws it down.
And when you're scouting a player like LeBron James, Chris, how do you defend it? What's the plan?
Wow, you got to stay in front of him and try to force him to take bad shots. Tell the trainer to get the ice bath ready. And make sure you got some extra tape. And all this is easier said than done.
Free throw good, LeBron. And you know, Chris, LeBron took a lot of heat going to Miami, but when he played with the Heat, he said he learned a lot how to win there. And certainly the results show with 2 championships and 4 NBA Finals.
The fans in Cleveland, they should be happy that he left, learned how to win there in Miami under a great leader like a Pat Riley, and came back and brought that knowledge to Cleveland and won their first championship. I'm sure all is forgiven now.
To the left wing. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Outside Rose. There's the triple. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. LeBron James third.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. Damari Carroll's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. He's covered by Leonard. And Love has it in the corner. Offensive rebound. Baldwin the pass to Rose. Out left to the wing. Leonard with the steal. It's stolen and out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Love. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 19 points a game, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
Well, it's his willingness to bang down low or move opponents off the block. Those are valuable contributions.
Cleveland shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And in the early part of the season, a lot of players, Chris, are just trying to get into the rhythm of the season. When did you feel like the NBA season truly was in full swing for you?
For me, it had to be in full swing day one. I had to be ready because I was playing against the best at my position, and I wanted to establish myself as the best at my position. And so that's why I think that I tried to have an advantage over other players. Where guys were trying to get a rhythm, I made sure that I used the preseason for that because I wanted to come into the beginning of the season gangbusters, knowing you're going to have your ups and downs during the season, but this is not something where you can just warm your way up into the season. You better come out ready to go, or you're going to be looking, trying to find your rhythm all year long.
That's a good message all players should hear.
Well, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
Murray kicks to Carroll. Passes to Leonard. Curry on the wing. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's the pick. Lets the three fly. That shot no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. There's the pass to Murray. Back to Curry. The feed to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Each team is stepping up, rising to the challenge. Yet another lead change.
To the paint, here's Baldwin. Makes it off the glass. Baldwin's got 9 points.
Nice bucket. There's no question about his skills at the offensive end.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 13-point game against Utah. Withy, no good.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
LeBron with it. Leonard picks him up. James against Leonard. The shot's good from LeBron. He has 7.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Curry kicks to Leonard. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, he did a great job of staying patient, letting the man make his move, and getting right up on the jump shot.
No one covering. Carroll's got it all tied up now for the Spurs.
And usually Carroll will stay beyond the arc, that time stepping in for the basket.
LeBron with a screen on Leonard. Baldwin the pass to James. It's stolen by Carroll. Here's Murray. Outside Leonard. High post shot. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Now LeBron. Over to the wing. Baldwin kicks to James. And the dunk by James.
Gotta admire the focus. James not allowing the D to get the better of him.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. Second chance shot. Withy, no good.
He hasn't been his best this
Shot from 12. James, no good. And the Spurs with possession. Curry on the wing. Takes a three. Cavaliers with the rebound. James has got his third rebound tonight. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And here's Leonard from three. Again, Leonard missing. Cavaliers have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Here's Love. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got 4 assists in the game.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Yeah, Kevin Love played the first 6 years of his NBA career with the Minnesota Timberwolves, posting, guarding numbers. But he never was able to guide them to the playoffs. He was more than ready to join the Big Three in Cleveland.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Jones checked in for Jeff Withey. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Leonard. Whitey's checked in for Seth Curry. And Parker subbed in for DeJounte Murray. 5 to shoot. Here's White. And it's off from three-point range. And the thing that stands out is Kevin Love's unselfishness. He's such a team player. See, Webb, he knew he'd have to make sacrifices in Cleveland, and he has.
Yeah, he's made big sacrifices. And it's taken some time for him to gel. Once Kevin figured out when and where to insert his game, he was a big impact when he gained confidence. He's only getting better.
Jones kicks to White. Screen by Jones. Here's Lamb. San Antonio getting another chance here. Jones dishes to Parker. He feeds it to White. And here is Parker. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Screen by Jones. They need this. And Lamb slams it home.
A smooth first step, good ball handling. Lamb toasted defense on the drive.
The chosen one passes to Bosch. He dishes it to Shumpert. Carroll against Bosch. Back to Rubio. 13 feet away. Bosch can't get it to go.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Screen by Jones. Lamb with the ball. Dwight Howard grabs the board. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. Here's Shumpert. No good from outside. Spurs trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Carroll's got his second basket.
And that's his role. That's where Carroll's at his best, the catch and shoot.
Here's the chosen one. Drains the three-pointer. 58 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Now here's Parker. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Utah.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Here's Ruby. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Cleveland moving it around. Here's the chosen one. Howard kicks to Bosch. Back to Howard. Pass to the chosen one. The offensive rebound. Goes back up. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. The chosen one's got his second bucket of the night.
And Howard isn't just a banger down low. He also possesses outstanding vision to zip the ball over to the open man.
Screen by Jones. Here's Lamb. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Right back after this break. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just like I would have died to get in that locker room, you know. So I always have a moment just sitting around and, you know, just not taking things for granted and really taking everything in. And, you know, I couldn't have written the script any better.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg but love for his attitude and ability to be, you know, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure,
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
And through that first period, for me, their work on the glass has been the difference.
Well, it means extra possessions, and that's certainly reflected in the score right now.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Cleveland, we've got Chris Bosh. Amon Shepard is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then it's the chosen one, and it's Howard in at the 5 down low.
Nice. Look how alert Shumpert is. He knows whenever one of his teammates is open to get him the rock.
Spurs trail by 8. Parker outside. Here's Aldridge. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
He's just able to shoot over people at a high rate.
But yeah, using his size, that's what I like about his game. He understands where he has the advantage. Then he exploits it.
Screen by Howard. The chosen one passes to Howard. The dish to Shumpert. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Kicks it out to Rubio. Over Parker. 4 on the clock. Screen by Howard. Outside Shumpert. Passes it to the chosen one. Expanding his range. Cleveland the rebound. Down low. Out left to the wing. And Shumpert kicks to Bosh. The tray. Rebounded by the Spurs. Dishes at the Lamb. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Lamb's got 5.
He spots up so well off the ball. Lamb, an excellent all-around jump shooter.
To the left side wing. Screen by Howard. Here's the chosen one. Nice. 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kawhi Leonard has become a go-to scorer, but his focus still starts at the defensive end. He said, my mindset is the same every game. Whoever I'm playing against, I go in and try to stop their best scorer and then try to get myself going on the offensive end. Kevin?
And David, that's what you get with Kawhi. Mr. Consistency, one of the best two-way players in the game. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
And being that Bosh is 6'11", dunking comes easy. And once he's this close to the basket, he's ready to attack.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Bosh, a screen on Parker. And Rubio kicks to Howard. And the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's White. Here's Aldridge. And, here, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
The Spurs making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Here's Baldwin, and he slams it one-handed.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Lamb with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. Here's Aldridge. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against...
Oh, but did you see that?
Man, I love a versatile big. Someone who can see the floor well and make the right play more often than not.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. In the corner, it's Aldridge. Outside, White. To the inside, Jones. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's the screen, and here's Love for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
No, I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, can he elevate and finish. Lamb could be a terror on the offensive glass if he really sets his mind to it.
Kicks it to James. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Shoots from 14. San Antonio with the rebound. Jones has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. He kicks it to Leonard. Another miss by Leonard. Cavaliers leading.
Oh, Kevin Love is a great leader. We all know that. Very skilled.
Pass to Baldwin. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Aldridge a screen. Back to White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off the screen. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Baldwin. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And he also positioned himself well to protect the rim, swatting a couple of shots, making his presence felt on that end.
From deep LeBron, Aldridge with some nice D. Spurs trail by 3. Outside Leonard. Feeds to Lamb. And there's the pass to White. He dishes it to Lamb. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lamb. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for San Antonio.
And they've pretty much ignored the corner 3 tonight. It's a useful shot to have. It really forces the D out wide and opens things up in the middle.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jeff Withey, he's checked in for Jones. Curry comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's DeJounte Murray in for White. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Damari Carroll's checked in for the Spurs. The feed to Murray. Pass to Curry. Now here's Carroll. He's guarded closely. He tries for 3. The Spurs getting another chance here. Murray dishes to Curry. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Curry's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
They set the screen. Passes to Baldwin. Here's Love. Will not go. This is off the front iron. San Antonio's gone 1 of 6 from 3-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. James against Carroll. Love kicks to LeBron. To the middle. Here's...
That's what I'm talking about right there. Right there.
Love watching LeBron whip it over to the open man. He's a genuine leader. Keeps his head up and eyes moving.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Derrick Rose is checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Curry. He has 5. Outside Leonard. They set the screen. Clock at 6. Looking to end his cold spell. Withy kicks to Murray. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got 4 rebounds now tonight. James outside. He feeds it to Daniels. Baldwin the pass to James. Leonard with the steal. And Curry has it in the corner. Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Love.
Oh, it's great seeing Love take his defense seriously. He definitely has the limp to swat that one away.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Chris, you certainly played with some colorful characters during your career. Which players do you think are the biggest personalities now in the NBA?
Wow, I mean, when you think about the biggest personalities now, I mean, I think about a guy like Westbrook who's so soft-spoken, but his game is so loud that, you know, you have to take notice. Draymond Green, I think he's always been a guy that has never shied away from a microphone or the limelight. He's another guy that comes to mind. And so, and I think, you know, you always have to look at LeBron just because he garners so much attention, just because what he does is always going to be headline news, that he has fun with it. And so those 3 guys come to mind when I think about the biggest personalities in the league. Nice job to get to the rack before the D could get any help in the post.
To the wing on the left. Wide open look here for Murray. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Baldwin kicks to Daniels. Outside Rose. To the inside. Up again.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
1:58 left in the first half. Outside Leonard. No one near Curry as he lets it go. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Curry's got 8 points.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Rose, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Spurs trail by 8. Murray dishes to Leonard. Cans the shot with nobody near him. He's got 10.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Outside Rose. Over Murray. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
Wow, he had a rough first quarter, but he didn't let it get him down. He's gotten off to a hot start in this second period.
There's the pick. Outside Leonard. LeBron with the block.
Oh, you got to be cautious around James. He's always on the hunt to swat away shots. Defense in your rear view may be closer than they appear.
Cleveland moving it around. Baldwin the pass to LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
For Cleveland, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. Parker's checked in for DeJounte Murray.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Spurs trail by 11. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. They set the pick. Carroll kicks to Leonard. Back to Carroll. Lets the three fly. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 4 rebounds in this game.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Rubio left side. And here's James outside. The 3 from Bosch. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Unbelievable poise. The shot clock nearing 0. Hits a monster 3 to extend the lead into the half.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a defensive effort they put on Kawhi Leonard. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh yeah, we got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to stay in the locker room, we got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay, but like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. And now back to the other Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime
Welcome
Show.
back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They lead by 14. Kenny?
Well, their field goal percentage is a number that jumps off the page. May I say it's Shaq-like?
That's a good one.
Seriously, they're incredibly efficient shooting the basketball, and I don't think they settle for any bad shots. And you're never going to go wrong with that strategy.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
They were brick city, and it was painful to watch. Weak shooting starts to get contagious, and they were struggling all over the place. They got to work on getting more high-quality chances, more layups, fewer prayers.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the third quarter.
As we return to look at the corner of Euclid and East 6th in downtown Cleveland, just a few blocks from our spot here at Quicken Loans Arena. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Spurs trail by 14. On the court right now for the Spurs, Aldridge and Kawhi Leonard, the 2 stars at the forward spots. Murray out there with Curry, and it's Withy in at the 5 spot. Murray with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. The dish to Curry. Shot clock at 6. Aldridge a screen. Leonard, that's for 2. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Leonard's got the first basket of the second half. That one for San Antonio. Here's Baldwin. Aldridge is covering. And the jump to finish it off. Beauty.
And when he gets his points within the flow of the offense, that efficiency has helped them build this lead.
Now Murray. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. About 1 minute played here in the second half. A nice shot by Aldridge.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Cleveland leading by 12. Guarded by Curry. Over in the corner, Rose. Love dishes to James. Pass to Baldwin. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Rose. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Fires for 3. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got 4 assists in the game.
And that's a shot Rose must make consistently. When he's making it rain from there, this team is hard to match up with.
Aldridge, the pass to Murray. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Curry. Back to Murray. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Baldwin's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And here's Rose. 7 points in the game. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Love.
Looking now at some numbers for Rose. Some last season stats for him. He was around 12 points per game last year. 3 assists and 2 rebounds. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
No doubt. He's been inconsistent. Unusual for him, though, but when he turns it back around, watch out.
And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Leonard's got 14.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
LeBron kicks to Rose. Back to LeBron. Love wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Cleveland.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And Chris, you've been working as an analyst now for quite some time. Do you feel that how you view and enjoy the game has changed as you've transitioned from being a player on the floor to the booth?
You know what? I've learned a lot, and I've learned to look at the game a different way, but I look at the game the same way. I think the onus is on the player to execute what the coach and the GM puts out there for you to do, for you not to become a one-dimensional player, for you to improve in the summertime. That's the only time you can improve. And when you don't come back and you don't improve, it's obvious that you have the same glaring weaknesses that you had the year before. Even if you're not on a team that can compete for a championship, you want to make sure that you compete for a championship, that you compete for an all-star, that you compete to have your name out there. And so a lot of times we'll watch some of those teams, and I love seeing that they compete or if they laid it down early in the season. So, no, I would say that really what gives me an advantage is that the way that I looked at the game, and hopefully, you know, that gives me a unique perspective when I'm out there trying to talk to other basketball heads like myself.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Spurs' Greg Popovich talked about developing players. He said, our method is usually tough love. I don't think coddling works, and beating them to death mentally doesn't work either. You give them a clear picture of what's demanded, show care, understand what makes them tick. If that doesn't get through, you get rid of them. Kevin?
And the military background of Popovich plays a part in this way of thinking, David. It's why the Spurs have been so successful for so many years. Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Terrence Jones has checked in for Withy, and it's White in for Kawhi Leonard.
And I want to see more of this. Love is excellent at muscling through contact. It doesn't matter how hard you hit him, he can still get it done.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That's good from Love. Spurs trail by 19. Lamb with the ball. He has 7. Dishes it to Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple. Murray's got 6.
I don't know if that was by design or by accident, but the D not paying any attention to him.
And there's the pass to Baldwin. It's a pick by Love. Baldwin kicks to Love. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Aldridge a screen. Now here's Lamb. He's covered closely. 6 to shoot. Murray for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
I don't think they were expecting that shot. They didn't really make an effort to get out on him.
Here's Baldwin. 23 points in the game. Inside, the chosen one.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Spurs trail by 17. Now here's Murray. He's got 9. Here's Lamb. He kicks to Aldridge. Shot from the wing. And that's collected by Love.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pass to Baldwin. Cleveland moving the ball around. And another three for Cleveland.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Ooh, this is ugly. No question about it. And you wonder if these matchups aren't favoring them right now.
Shumpert is checked in for the Cavaliers. The Spurs also with the sub. Parker's checked in. Aldridge kicks to White. Aldridge a screen. Back to Parker. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Cavaliers leading by 20. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, now he's landing body blows.
For Cleveland, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. And the NBA game is evolving, Chris. You know that. And if you were starting back at square one, say, and trying to develop your skills to prepare yourself for a pro career, is there anything you do differently to prepare yourself for how the game is being played now?
That's a great question. You know, I remember playing in Washington, and I shot over like 35% from the three-point line. And I remember in the paper they were saying, you know, we don't need big fellas to do that. So I got right back in the post. And so the game has changed so much. And so I would really say that I would balance the work that I did in the post with outside the post. I would just make sure that I would continue to stretch the floor as far as three-pointers, to give guys room to drive. And I would have definitely continued to work on my ball handling, maybe where kicker could have screened for me, and then I could have been the initiator, since most times I was kind of that point forward. But for the most part, no, I would have tried to put the same effort in, but definitely with different skill sets. You get to play differently now. You know, when we think about it, I don't think Larry Bird got to shoot 2 3-pointers a game. Imagine if he would have got to just let 7 go. You know, I don't know what we would ask him, except would you have to ice your wrist after games a little bit more, because you would maybe shoot more. So I think the freedom would have been fun, but I don't think I would have had to prepare any different.
Outside jumper. Love in the post, defended by Jones. A 3-ball. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Parker outside. Feeds it to Aldridge. Stripped away. Pass to Love. Here's Baldwin, defended by Jones. Baldwin, the pass to the chosen one. Rebounded by Lamb.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Parker and the Spurs scoring again.
Well, even with the defense right in his face, Parker's just in his comfort zone down inside with that look.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. And Chris, during your playing days, you were on some incredibly talented teams and also some teams that were destined to come up short, so to speak. How big was the difference in the culture between a team who might contend for a title and the culture of a team that is just trying to grow and become a good team?
You can tell the minute that you walk into an organization which team that you're playing for, whether it's a team finding identity or a team that believes in themselves. And it's a big difference. It's a difference in the way that the winner's approach every day. It's a difference in the way that you take your job serious, or that you approach the small things and pay attention to the details. And so you notice when you're in a good culture and a bad culture, and it all starts at the top. And hopefully, if you're fortunate enough to stay in this league a long time and long enough, you'll be around the right culture. But the right culture is just doing all the positive things when no one is watching, and then hoping for great results. And when you do that, I think you're in a great culture.
4 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3. San Antonio's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's White. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Bosch passes to the chosen one. Bosch, the screen. To the middle, off the screen. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a look here at the shot chart for the Cavaliers.
And you look at the chart, and you see they have done a lot of their damage in the mid-range game. So often teams will try to force everything at the hoop or only rely on the 3 to score, but they have seen what the defense is giving them and taken every open look they found.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Jeremy Lamb. And it's Seth Curry in for White. Spurs shooting around 41% on the night. Parker kicks to Carroll. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Cleveland with the ball. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Spurs shooting it beautifully here in the third, 56% from the field. Outside Curry. 1:35 left to play in the third. Howard against Aldridge, and that's going to be a travel. Here are the top distributors from last season. These guys always seem to find the open man. Ricky Rubio is 4th.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
San Antonio making a switch here. Withy's checked in. Bosch dishes to Rubio. Here's Shumpert. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. 6 points for Iman Shumpert.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Leonard attacking. Stolen by Rubio. Howard with the screen on Parker. Here's the chosen one. Another 3 for Cleveland.
He's making shots from that area, and the D is not respecting his range. They better respect it now.
There's the pick. And there's the feed to Carroll. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Carroll's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Over to the wing. And here's Bosch for 3. And no good that time. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Curry kicks to Carroll. He dishes it to Parker. 15 seconds left in the third. The shot by Carroll, no good. Now Howard. Rubio outside, the 3, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's Cleveland, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Cut, play. You just like something magical is going to happen. Okay? You got to make things happen. Let's score here. Let's go get some stops.
And Greg Popovich putting the responsibility on his players to take more action. We'll see if they can get it done.
Yeah, he wants them to just take charge of this game. Don't be passive. Impose your will on the game.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. They've got Ricky Rubio. Howard is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Parker with the steal. Softly drops in the floater.
And Parker is just so clever at finding ways to score off the drive as he demonstrates there.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. And here's Rubio. And Howard has it in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark. Spurs shooting 43% from the floor. They set the screen. Parker outside. And Curry has it in the corner. 5 to shoot. Ring shot on the way. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And Rubio kicks to Bosh. Back to Rubio. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. From deep. A rebound by the Spurs. Parker with it. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Rubio the pass to Bosh. And just miss after miss right now.
Well, I'm sure he thought that was good when it left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
Leonard kicks to Curry. Screened by Parker. And here's Leonard from 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Bosh has got his 5th rebound in this one. Now, here's Rubio. Shumpert in the corner. For 3. Good on the three-point shot.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And the game is a passion, as we know this. But does it help to have outside interests? You're passionate about art. You make music. You're a writer. You're a thinker. Talk what all that is about and what that means to you.
Well, I think being a complete person helps whatever job that you're doing. We all are more than our job. For basketball, you have to put everything into it. And so sometimes to rejuvenate yourself, you need to get fed other places and kind of feed your passions. And so I think a lot of times when players feed their passions, it's really just to have enough energy to complete their goal of getting through a grueling 82-game season with all the ups and downs, the expectations, the heartbreak, the celebrations. And so I think for myself and for many other successful players that I've seen, those that have tried to approach life with the same way that they approach basketball, that's just living with passion, try to learn as much as you can, enjoy every moment. Usually to me, they are the most successful because it takes pressure off of playing the game.
Rubio with a screen on Leonard. Back to Rubio. Outside Bosh. LeBron with it. Leonard picks him up. LeBron dishes to Bosh. Kicks it out to Rubio. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
Aldridge against Bosh. And he overshot that one, missing.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Well, not all defenses are constructed to protect the mid-range area. Nicely done that time.
LeBron kicks to Rubio. He feeds it to Rose. Stolen by Withy. Back to Murray. Shoots from 12. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
defense recognizing the situation and getting right in his face once he got close to the bucket.
Outside Curry. And it's sent back by Bosch. And he's able to get it back. And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him. Curry against Rose. Aldridge, the pass to Murray. Clock at 4. They set the pick over Howard.
Their stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to it.
San Antonio again missing. Right wing. Now the dish to Rubio. Back to Rose. Pass to Bosch. Rubio outside over Murray, and Rubio kicks to Rose. The 3 from Bosch. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
Now look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
Murray dishes to Leonard. Kicks it to Withy. There's the pass to Aldridge. And there's the call on Bosch. That's his first foul. Chris, bench celebrations can be seen as showing up the other team. Is there a balance in your mind of how players can celebrate without maybe rubbing it in the other team's face?
I mean, this isn't baseball. You know, if basketball was baseball, if we hit a home run, then we could trot, turn around, spin. We don't, you know, you have respect for your players by how hard you play against them, by preparing for them, by, you know, not playing dirty. But basketball, no. No, the culture is in the parks. The culture is with guys that play, and the bench should have as much fun. I love watching the benches go crazy. Think of how hard those guys on the bench work all season long and may never get in. What's wrong with being hyped for your teammates? No, I don't think it should be turned. I love it. Actually, I think some of these benches need to turn it up even more. Hopefully, we get a better show on the bench.
And it's Love missing.
That's a shot that will drive his teammates crazy. There's just no reason to take it. He should have kicked it back out and reset the offense.
Murray, the pass to Withy. They double him with Love. Kicks it out to Leonard. Here's the 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. Baldwin's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And another miss by Cleveland.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Dishes it to Lamb. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Withy. It's rebounded by Baldwin. Baldwin's got 6 rebounds in the game. Rose kicks to LeBron. To the inside. Plays it up and banks it in.
LeBron's passing is incredible. I mean, it's some of the best passing we've ever seen. And the defense, it keeps you off guard because he's one of the best scorers the league has ever seen. So what do you want to do? Give up the shot or give up the pass?
Lamb, good.
He's been blazing hot to begin this half after looking utterly lost during the first. Nice turnaround.
LeBron outside. Baldwin kicks to LeBron. Chris, you see some of the rookies coming into the league. They need to put on more weight. They need to build up a little bit. And how aggressive saying that were you looking to add strength when you came into the NBA?
Well, I was fortunate that I already had an NBA-type body, so I really didn't need to try to bulk up for the NBA. You know, I really disagree that a lot of guys got to get stronger. Look at Kevin Durant. You know, we all know the famous story about how trainers laughed at him when he got to the league. The NBA is unique in that, do you have skill? I love seeing James take over the game. I mean, a ferocious scorer who can flat out light it up.
Spurs trail by 20. Murray dishes to Withy. Outside Leonard. He kicks to Aldridge. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Baldwin.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
James outside. Pass to Love. Back to LeBron. And here's Rose outside. That shot off. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Lamb. Right side Aldridge. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the deep thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
It's a pick by Love. Takes a shot at the elbow. That one wide left. Spurs trail by 18. Leonard with no one around. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Love kicks to Baldwin. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Spurs ball.
San Antonio's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And a chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Greg Popovich talk to his team. He told them not to hold back. He said, I want 100% effort out there. If you can't give it, I'll get you out. No time to rest. Let's get after it. Kevin, he needs everything they've got.
All right, thank you, David.
Now, usually he's a shoot-first guy, but this time Lamb with the instincts and intelligence to set up teammates off the pick and roll.
James against Leonard. Now LeBron. It's a pick by Love. The drive by James. Feeds it to Lamb. 14 feet away. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 6th assist on the night.
Such a good in-between game. Lamb with the natural instincts for mid-range, plus the pure touch on the shot.
In the corner, it's James. 4 on the clock. To the wing on the left, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Spurs trail by 11. Murray, the pass to Lamb. Leonard inside, working on James, and he trims the lead to single digits. Leonard's got 19 points.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
The Cavaliers leading by 9. To the inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Straight power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. .110 left in the fourth quarter.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Cavaliers.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Love up top, high post try, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Cavaliers lead by 14.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
Here's Leonard. The Cavaliers pull it in. Here's Baldwin. Pass to James. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.